1, 2, hey, shut up.
3, that looks good. Coming to you. Ready, 3, and take 2. On 2, you're live.
Jackass!
It's Sunday night, and it's the Showtech Show. What are you guys watching tonight?
Scott's orgasm over some laser shows or something like that.
I love lasers.
It's like, I like lasers.
I wanted some freaking sharks and freaking lasers.
I've seen this.
seen this thing?
Yeah, I've seen the video.
What is it?
It's a concept at VC.
Come on, tell me.
Vissy's laser opening.
It's pretty nice.
YouTube
YouTube it, people. A VC.
Opening.
YouTube.
Oh.
I guess he's a DJ.
He is. He's like DJ. He just does all the.
All right, I'll put it down. Start.
What?
Yeah, roll the intro. Oh, shit.
We're already on, dude.
Is this not awesome? God, I want that background. We can just leave it like this.
Yeah. Oh, I was moving like.
Of networks around
That's
the
me like in
globe.
the
I kinda like
background.
us in front.
Put us in the background real quick. All right, fine.
Millions upon millions of computers and mobile devices bundled
Yeah!
to a global network.
Yeah!
Communication,
This is why the internet was made, guys.
transmission.
We're here live at the concert at VC, going on right behind us. This is live, folks. This is directly live,
Live. It's
from the
beautiful.
Showtech Show here.
It's full of energy.
The Showtech Show. Welcome tonight.
This is going to be similar to
11th.
our.
Holy hell, Batman! I had to
It's off
sneak
the
in
chains.
as a Miller.
Miller live. We're just
Delivery
gonna-
guy.
That's how you got
We're
in. That's your
totally-
backstage access.
And flying saucer just got me in.
I think this will be reminiscent of our LDI coverage. It's just going to be us in front of a green screen going,
Exactly.
oh, it's amazing to be here in
here
Las
live.
Vegas.
We're in Las Vegas, and
Hang on, the best part of this is about to come on.
oh,
You're right.
lighting and lasers. How much do you need lasers? And look, they're not actually hitting the eyes; they're just right above people's heads.
Oh my gosh! Oh yeah, I'm all over that.
Gorgeous.
Me, stop humping the laser. Stop humping the laser.
Oh.
All right,
Okay, so we gotta buy.
we got to
Laser.
there's-
I've always been a big laser fan. I don't have any problem with that at all.
Especially rocket
I'm
guidance.
all over that.
Well, thank you for that amazing cold open there, Scott.
Hello, everyone.
Glad we
Welcome.
Went your way instead of what I was going to do. But
All right, so welcome to the Showtech Show, October 11th today. Nice little Oktoberfest going on here.
That's great.
Yeah, right.
rundown. Curious about more of that.
And next week, Jordan will be back at the directing position.
Oh God, I wish. Yeah, I think we're can just look forward to more and more of that as we go forward down this hole. Awesome.
So if you're looking for a job that doesn't pay anything, please
But hey,
email.
hold on. Showtech Show at
Wait, yeah, hold on,
frontiertelevision.com.
we got the,
But guess what? You can have beers.
yes,
We'll
work
pay
with
you in beers.
We'll pay you in
So-
beers. Please come and run our board because nobody else has ever been able to.
I screwed up. Richard screws up.
Yeah, the board works really
We
well.
don't- we
That's
don't
the
even-
sad part. It's just
We don't even trust Scott.
I
We're
don't
just-
work really well. So
We're afraid that stuff's just going to get thrown across the room. All of a
That's not
sudden
my
that,
job.
that
I am not
please
a
stand
video
by
head.
logo will come up.
I am not a video head. It's not my job.
Anyways,
the confession thing. Well, guys, Sunday night once again on the Lone Star Webcast Network. That means it must be time for another exciting Showtech show as we're streaming it to you live here on Sunday night. Also, we'll give you some information about how you can see some of our past gems on the World Wide Web at the end of the show. Good point. What do you guys say? I'm kind of, I don't know if you can catch it, the throat. I'm coming out of some great allergies this week.
yeah,
so
I've been
got
the
that
same thing.
smoker's
It's
lung,
I've been doing the same thing. I've been waking up with
So
a
proud of
sore throat.
All right. Thanks for joining us on the bench tonight. And,
Sounds like that one sports DJ that's at night.
That's the bit I was doing. Thank you. Thank you very much. You're very kind.
the Dallas Cowboys, they went on.
On the bench with the Showtech Show.
Tony Homo made it again.
And yeah, we were watching the Cowboys attempt to play what they call football today.
Yeah.
Down a few men,
was an
but I'm well oiled.
Are the Rangers playing right now?
Yes, they are.
They are.
How are we doing?
I don't know.
Who cares about that?
I do.
This is Showtech Show. Come on.
Yay! And we got Kyle joining us in the chat room. He's currently driving home, trying out the mobile app
I
for
was
Lone
just
Star.
here.
So
I
yeah,
wish he was still here.
well, through the magic of
It's-
TV,
Kyle, you could take
as he
my
talks to me,
job.
I'll
Is this
bring him
true?
on.
It's 1-0 Blue Jays.
Kyle, come take my
Oh
job.
my God!
I will give it to you, Kyle.
Take your what?
This job.
Oh, shove it.
And
All right. So, what do you guys say we talk about some news? Let's see what's
Definitely.
teed up here. I'll put you guys on the screen. Give the people what they
I
want,
like
right?
that.
Password.
hey, while
Um,
we're at this, let's get into the Coleman cooler.
Yes.
oh, is it time for a dip into
Ready?
the
Ready?
Coleman
Coleman cooler.
Oh, it is cool.
What do we
Look at
have
that.
today? Ooh, I got Blue Moon Pumpkin.
Got some Blue Moon Pumpkin
Huh.
and
with some
Shiner.
Shiner Oktoberfest from Shiner, Texas.
I'm a big fan of the Shiner Oktoberfest. It's
Did you try it?
yeah. I think when like the first week it was starting to show up on shelves, I had to go grab some. It's a quaffable Oktoberfest.
Guys,
Quaffable.
that's probably the
Queef-
best tasting
queef?
beer
Well, I mentioned my buddy
I've
Kyle.
had so far.
Kyle was here pre-show talking with us, hanging out after the game, and he's one of our hosts over there on the network for You Can't Brew That on Television.
You can't brew that on television.
You can't brew that
Another
on television.
show
Oh, I thought we were doing the thing.
that
Okay.
nobody watches.
On the Lone Star. That's right. Nobody watches exclusively on the Lone Star. So suck it. No, he brought over some.
I think he's saying suck it to me.
No, that was to the audience in general. Some
The
RAR.
Rard says, yeah,
Their
I had
Oktoberfest,
that.
award-winning this year.
Now,
Really,
I found that to be a little bit more hoppy than the Shiner was.
Oh, yeah, it's Rar. Rar's going to be,
Rar's always
Give me your
hoppy.
beer.
Rar's always going to be a little hoppy.
I don't know. Well, we'll leave that to the show tech, or to the You Can't Breathe That guys. Talk about.
The
We
only
drink it,
reason that
you
we
rich.
keep bringing this crap up is because there's nothing going on in our line of work right now.
Yeah, it's a dead season, I think. There's nothing.
Which is strange to me. This is usually my busy season. Fall
Well-
is usually when it's going like crazy for us. Why do I keep switching to you guys when I start talking?
See, I don't know.
But anyway, yeah, this is
Sales
the
switch
time
me.
of year when I usually start gearing
because
up.
he's
So
used to sitting here.
Mm-hmm.
our life is easy. How you liking that,
Well,
Jordan?
that's really good.
It-
Wearing
it-
a dark shirt with a dark background with dark hair. You look like all you can see is this. Oh, I'm here.
I'm here.
Give the
I'm
people
here.
what they want.
Just wait for me to smile and you can see me. Hello.
Well, I think it's time for us to get into our next segment,
Oh,
which we call Next.
Next. Next.
So next is the bit where we talk about news until it gets boring, and one of us is prompted to say next. But let me pull up the first story I have because I think it'll be of particular interest to you, Scott. Yeah, it's both about drones and selfie sticks. So I thought we'd just take a moment to. I love this bumper. I swear, this is the dumbest thing I've ever made. It's awesome.
Here at last on the ground, and you in the air. Send in
The drones.
I did a lot of work to make that pun happen. So deal with it. All right. So anyway, yeah, the uh-oh.
Scott's gonna blow
I
up.
hope it crashed.
It probably did.
We're still on?
Oh, we're not on.
We're still on. We're still on.
Hold on, we're still on.
We still got a show. So anyway, yeah, this is news from DJI.
Did you hit record?
Please stand by. Yeah. No, it's good. We're recording. It's fine. This is preserved for antiquity.
Posterity.
Posterity. Prostate. So DJI, Jordan, you're familiar with the
Yeah.
company. Big drone maker.
Mhm.
Big camera drone maker. They have a new product out. Let me pull this up here. It's a handheld
A
stable
handheld drone.
gimbal.
Perfect.
No, it's a gimbal stabilized 4K camera,
Mm.
and so it relies on the same gimbal technology that they employ on all of their airborne drones. That does some really good. That makes for really smooth shots.
Oh.
They've built a selfie stick. So
Huh.
this is quite possibly the only selfie stick that I'll actually endorse. But yeah, it's got. Let's see if I've got some pictures further down this
It's
Watcher.com article. But there's the actual imager itself is that little ball. So that little
Yeah.
screen that's off to the side, that's kind of your monitor. But it's motorized, actuated gimbal head. So you can basically have a steady cam just in your hand,
Hmm.
which is probably the only way that I would recommend doing the selfie stick thing if you're going to do it for, like we were talking about some of these news reports and the like that the guys are using iPhones to go out and film these events. I think this would be a legitimate way to cover news. Considering this is a 4K imager,
Yeah.
you've got
What was the What was the phone for? Was that just the recording medium? That's where you record to on your phone, or you just use
I
the?
think they were just using it as a.
I think that's just the monitor. I think that's
Okay.
basically like how GoPro's got their app that you can use to control the
Okay.
camera. I have only read the headlines on this, but it's a robotic selfie stick.
Well, I mean, it looks pretty interesting. I mean,
It's
for
called
people
the
that
Osmo.
I can see it. I can see a lot more people using it as a Steadicam for movies and stuff like that for film. This as getting up close that you can't afford a Steadicam itself, or pay for somebody to do a Steadicam, and it's just like, oh, we're doing our indie film. Let's just
Is
use
there a
this.
price point on it?
$650.
What?
Camera included
Oh, count that out for me right now.
Holy crap!
for a 4K.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's it. I think it's this is a legitimate product to watch out for, and I would be very upset if I didn't see professional crews trying to do this selfie stick kind of production thing, without using something like this that really steps up, because you're going to get much better smooth shots. You're going to get the handheld jerkiness,
What's
Blair
it
Witch
recording
crap.
onto?
It's to like a
Onto the
micro
is it
card.
recording onto the
All right,
phone,
let's
or
find
does
out.
no,
it
it's
have
like it's
own-
probably like a micro card. That's a micro card into the camera. That's almost what DJI does.
Yeah,
Even with their drones and stuff like that, it records into
the removable
micro card.
battery lasts for about an hour of 4K shooting. My shots turned out remarkably smooth. Oh, let's get this guy into the beer.
You want
Let's
something
see,
cold and
oh,
cooler?
they have video up above. We can do video.
Coleman.
God, I know, right? Anyway, I think that's a pretty cool thing from a guy who hates selfie sticks kind of in general. I like this. I would love this. I would use this. If we were using this, I think it's a little bit late to probably get it for any show floor coverage. But that would be the way to do it, in my
Yeah.
opinion. That would be a great way to get handheld footage that's, great resolution-wise and, just steady shot-wise.
Yeah.
So
I could see that happening. I think
I'm all over this. I mean,
Right.
it looks.
It's legit.
there's a lot of exciting products that are coming down the pike now that are, you can get a lot for sub $1,000 nowadays. You can get a lot of production capability, at least on the video side of house, where that didn't used to be the case. at all.
I love the fact that its anti-shake mechanism.
Yeah, and it's not just
it's
a
not
cheesy one.
digital. It's
Yeah.
actually controlling the gimbal on the head.
Yeah, it's an actual mechanical actuated system, and it's not some chintzy one that's just third world country produced. This is DJI. These guys are pretty much the front runners in this space as far as using these on mounted helicopter platforms. So it's a legit piece of hardware, and they said, well, you don't really have to have the drone part of it. Maybe this is response to the FAA, more drone laws starting to come online.
Didn't think about that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe their investors or their strategic
I think there's a
people
lot
are looking at this, starting to say, that could really limit our business. Let's start thinking outside the box.
There's a lot of people that just want to use a selfie stick or just even like a 2-person camera stick where you're basically as a Steadicam type of way that you can basically follow a person, as they're doing an interview walking down the street or something like that, especially maybe for news and whatnot.
Well, I, for one, look forward to trying this sucker out. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
What do you guys say about that?
I think it would be a
I
nice.
say next.
Oh, okay. Well,
Next!
Well, next up in the news, let's see, Jordan, you had a few little... Scott, did you have anything you wanted to pipe in on, or you want to just be a color
There were
commentary
a
today?
few releases this week,
Gross.
including Elation, who's kind of trying to sneak out the door with their releases before LDI. But really, what they put out is a little more of the same. So there's nothing for me to talk about yet.
All right. Well, yeah, you're pretty lighting centric, so that's fair enough, man. We're not
It's
gonna
coming.
force your hand. Yeah.
It's coming. There's going to be a lot of releases at LDI in a couple of weeks, and we'll see what is actually coming down the pike.
Well, that's fair enough. But if
Because
you do,
What do you think-
All the big wigs.
So, what do you think is going to be the number one major thing at LDI that Are you talking
I
like
think
LED lighting?
Yeah, I think LED's gonna rule the world this
Oh,
year.
those lasers were pretty rad.
It seems like
The
that's,
lasers were cool, but
that's still older technology. It seems like LED is what's new these days. With like NAB, you're looking at LED stuff, tons of LED things, and I think it's like
well, if you look at
With-
the Martin trailer that's out right now for the 3000, the Atomic 3000 LED version, where they're not even showing the light, they're just showing people getting flashed by it.
What?
Yeah, the trailer. Go to their website. Go to
Atomic.
martin.dk or martin.com.
This way?
Well, that's it. But it just
No,
that's the
the old
Xenon.
one. Go to martin.com.
They don't want to show the light yet. They're just.
Hit that button on the center.
I don't know.
I
This,
like
doesn't,
that.
this doesn't look safe, guys. All right.
I like that.
You have to have flash.
Martin's pretty cool. I like this.
So this is their little teaser. Wait, everyone knows what the Atomic 3000 is.
Oh.
Everyone knows what it is. But go ahead, my friend.
Push it.
Push the button.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I can overexpose my camera too.
But they really
So-
don't know. It's just a flash like this. I don't know.
So seriously, this is this is their teaser before we go to LBI.
Yeah.
You know this thing's rolling out at LBI. So.
Oh yeah, they'll have it in their stage and stuff like that.
But what we're starting to see are the big boys, the Verilight, the Martin high-end systems, elation lighting. All of the big boys in the moving light world are starting to put out
Oh, yeah.
little itsy bitsy trailers and stuff. for
Because
things.
they
The fun part.
they don't want to like
Verilight
Spoil the
today
show.
actually announced their Showline series of LEDs, which it's actually a separate company owned by Philips, but they're marketing it on Verilight's website right now. So
these companies do this a lot where they don't want to show you the fixture because they want you to come to the trade show to see the fixture so they can talk with you about it.
and that
It's smart
is
marketing.
how my business is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
It's one-on-one
I mean,
interaction. That's how
Very
we
cloak
survive
and
in this
dagger.
business.
pretty much on October 19th, every one of those websites will have videos of all of the new
Yeah.
stuff. So just stay tuned.
All
We'll
right.
have a
Well,
lot to talk about after October 19th.
didn't mean to force you down a rabbit hole there, but that said, we'll go ahead and say next.
Next!
So, that said, I've got more drone news for you, Scott. Ha ha! I'm not going to play the bumper, but like we were talking about with maybe DJI responding to the new legal political market around drones and all of the fun stuff that's coming down the pike with that. Headline this week, this one off Uber Gizmo, if anybody follows that at home. $1.9 million fine levied against film company for illegal drone usage.
Thank you.
Apparently, this has been a series of, I think they said 65 incursions, basically, of this company. What's the name of the company? Skypan is the name of the company.
Yeah.
They conducted 65 operations over New York City and Chicago, and it involved aerial photography. Out of those 65 operations, 43 of those were in highly restricted New York Class B airspace, in which FAA Administrator Michael Lerta said flying unmanned aircraft in violation of the federal aviation regulations is illegal and can be dangerous. Anyway, so they are sticking it to
Exactly.
these guys hard.
Well, good for them. Good for them.
Yeah, they're
because
not.
if
sticking around.
nobody does anything and just lets stuff like this slide, it's going to continue to happen until something dangerous happens.
Yeah, and I mean already we've had some dangerous run-ins, so I guess.
Oh yeah,
that's-
they've had pilots saying, "Oh, a
Smack 'em.
drone came right in close to my plane. It was like within 150 feet of my plane."
So I don't know that this company's going to be able to pony up $2 million, and they'll probably settle that and
They
do
might
whatever
start an
people
Indigo
do.
campaign like
There you
Super
go.
Troopers.
Yeah,
did.
they'll just kickstart it. That's fine. But yeah,
Help
that's,
pay or fine.
they're getting pretty serious about that. And I know earlier on we discussed like, well, what could the FAA do? Like pull your license? Well, apparently they can slap you with a pretty heavy
They
fine.
can slap you with a fine.
They can sue you.
Oh, it'll teach
So,
you one thing to get FAA clearance.
Yep.
Screw them.
I wonder how much the money they made though. In those 65 shots.
It doesn't matter.
Stock footage can be pretty expensive, guys.
They've already filed bankruptcy.
I don't know if you know
and
this.
started another company.
Does the
imagine.
FCC don't mess with me?
All right, that was mainly just a gag. Every time I see drone news now, I have to bring it up because Scott hates it.
Next.
Will do, bud.
What?
Let's see. Now, Jordan, let's get into some Jordan news.
Yes.
Jordan!
GoPro's Hero.
I have a
camera.
couple of GoPro announcements.
Okay.
The first announcement is for the Hero 4 session. At first, when it came out, it was
It
at,
sucked.
it was nice. It
Yeah,
was
it
nice,
was
but it
little.
was. I think it was a little bit overpriced. It was like $399. I think
It's cheap now.
they knocked off $100 to make
I
it
know.
$299.
$299. Are you out of your mind?
$299. Oh, you out of your mind. So I mean, that's something smaller. It's a smaller camera. We talked about this before. I think it's a decent sized good camera, and they made a entry level GoPro cameras. It's not like the Hero 4 Plus or Hero 4 Black, Silver, anything like that. This is just called the Hero. That's all it is. And the cheapest one you can get, check this out, $129.99.
Really?
Now it's all it does is basic. It's the first entry level GoPro. It doesn't contain Wi-Fi. Shoots up to 1080 at 30. But it's just a basic camera that what you need. It has an SD card, and then the next price up is $199.99 for one that includes Wi-Fi, but only shoots up to 1080 at 60. And then the next price up is $299, which contains Wi-Fi plus an LCD back screen. Still shoots at 1080 at 60. So these max out at 1080 at 60. But pretty good cameras. Still I'm a mad GoPro fan. That's about the only thing I get with.
You get with it?
Yeah.
Oh,
we do.
in stunning 3D. So these are these new products, or are these just their original line of cameras?
Which one? The Heroes?
The Hero? Yeah, is that not?
These are
just-
new. These are actually. They just. I got an email about them like this past week saying our new Hero camera is perfect for starting.
Huh.
I think they.
I guess yeah, because the original ones didn't have 1080/60.
No, and they didn't have Wi-Fi, so now these have.
Okay.
I
So,
think
yeah,
it's just
but they're
basically.
still based on the old chassis. Like even the frame looks like that old gray
Yeah.
plastic.
I'm thinking it's just that it's just a different. It's a different model, but they're just calling it the Hero. That way, it is cheaper. And it doesn't shoot 4K. That's like the Hero 4s and stuff like that.
That's
Um,
totally useless then.
Well-
but no, it's not totally. I mean, it could use like if you get the
It's like it's dead. to me. There's
$299
no-
one, you can have your audio and stuff like that and hook it up to POV. I don't know. I think
So what are your
it's-
thoughts? You're getting ready to go on the road, as it were, the sea, and do some reality shooting. Are you looking at things like this for your?
Well, I have
camera?
a Hero 3 right now.
Oh, you've
Hero
got a
3
real
black,
one, okay.
so I'm good to go. If I were to get another GoPro, I just always get the black ones. The Hero 4. I would get the
Okay.
Hero 4 black, even though it's like $499, but it
You
shoots
know,
4K.
eyeball like
4K
that,
at
so,
30. So that's the thing. You think, oh, what? Okay, so why 4K? What makes 4K so good?
Tell me,
It's
Jordan.
like, well,
Tell us.
I'm at this huge resolution, and if I only need it for 1080, I can stretch it to make it like that.
Yeah, digital crop it like a
Yeah,
digital
crop
zoom.
it.
Because that's one thing you're kind of hamstrung with these point of view cameras
Yeah.
is you don't have any lens to work with. It's kind of a your shot is what it is, and if you don't want to have elements in there or you want to crop something out, you start dropping off that resolution.
Yeah.
So if you got more than enough to begin with,
And you can't take
Yeah,
like a 720 and do as much zoom as you can to get 4K, like zoom it out, because you'll start some pixelation. So you're just getting a higher resolution for the 4K, and it's different features and stuff like that. But it's just a more expensive camera you have to worry about. And then you could do like I've used the GoPros and different other productions where we run SDI out of it. Well, not true SDI, but you're using your converter that goes to SDI. You go to I think that the HDMI to Image Pro, and going throughout SDI. So I mean I think that GoPros.
Yeah. So we went to see The Martian on Friday,
Mhm.
and
That was used. They used some
a
GoPros.
lot
in
of
that.
GoPro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was
and
a
lot of them were
story
in
about
the
it.
shot. They
Yeah.
were like very visible in the camera because
The
they were.
Martian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one that Matt Damon gets stuck on Mars.
No, there's a lot of GoPros that's used in that, and they were explaining why they use these GoPros in this movie. It's just because they wanted that point of view kind of feel like that, where it's almost talking to. They want to get the audience interacted more
Yeah.
with them,
And
not
they were
like it's a
very.
third party.
What's interesting because this is a movie that's supposed to be happening, 30 years in the future, whenever we're
Yeah.
doing manned Mars missions, and they were very visible. It was very this is very clearly a GoPro chassis. This is a GoPro that I've got up on my my spacesuit. You
Yeah.
didn't see logos and everything anywhere. They were just kind of passing them off as general, webcams and wireless
Yeah.
cameras and cameras that
But
could
you
do
knew it's
anything.
a GoPro.
Yeah, but it was very very clearly a GoPro, and then a lot of the shots that weren't ray trace 3D or whatever, they actually. Hey Scott, are you dipping into the Coleman cooler?
No, I'm dipping into the Coleman cooler.
That's what he said.
I know. I just wanted to repeat the theme song again.
That was the whole.
Anyway, a
thing.
lot of GoPro action in that, and I guess I could see a situation
Smell
where
that.
like if it's not your main camera, maybe you've got
Spicy.
like 30 of these cameras. Maybe that's
Uh-huh.
a good one to go with, or like these
That's
these
got to be a Miller product.
spherical cam. Wait, hello? You
Yeah.
guys on? I don't know if you can hear me talking.
I'm sorry. Were
It's
you saying
beer.
something, hon?
I was saying.
No, like the spherical cam. I
I'm
actually,
sorry.
I actually saw.
Yeah.
I was watching, like, looking at all some of this GoPro stuff, in which I saw that how they did behind the scenes of The Martian, and I was watching also about the spherical cams. The spherical cams that are being used with GoPros, like in New York,
You have
that
to have
somebody
like
had it on top of
16
the car.
GoPros to make it work,
Yeah.
So then I could see, make these things as cheap as possible because you're still spending $1,600 in GoPro at that point.
Yeah,
So plus memory cards.
GoPro's still not cheap, but
Well, yeah,
best
that's true.
camera out there for the price.
yeah, exactly.
It's like the Apple of cameras. It's what
Oh,
you're gonna get,
hello.
and it does what it does. So, all right. Well,
You
that's all
can
I've
do
got.
underwater stuff too.
Gross.
Well, yes, but not with the Hero session.
wasn't
I think the Hero session you can't go underwater. It's waterproof, but not. Can't go underwater with it.
Well, they have a case for that.
Yeah, I think they should at
Yeah.
some point.
All right.
Next,
That's all I got on that.
Next.
And let's see what's last in the news beat this week.
I'm all about
a
that.
12-port USB power hub.
Yeah. Listen.
I'll talk about
What?
that.
Interesting.
So Daikon has basically
Radish?
come out with Radish. Daikon has come out with a 12-port USB hub. Look at that; it's pretty interesting, right? Runs up power. Of course, you can plug any device into it, and you can plug the main USB into your computer, so you can hook up a bunch of thumb drives. If you want to basically do a mass duplication of thumb drives as well, I was reading people were saying it's like, oh, this is great. I can use this for my web conventions when I want to pass off like thumb drives to my people that are watching. It's like so they can have my copy of my presentation. It's like this I could do 12 at one time, and it's easier to do like one or two at a time on my laptop. But
Wait, really? Does that work like that?
Yeah.
I don't think it does.
No, it does.
Okay.
It's a hub,
So,
so you can connect it to your computer and you can plug in numerous devices into it.
yeah,
but
okay.
I can only open one drive at a time. Well, I mean, I could open up multiple drives, but I'd be sitting there.
Well, I
going,
mean, I
drive
guess you could
A,
be like
drive B.
drag
It
and
says-
drop it 12 times, and then you'd have 12 files transferring.
It says the 12-port hub has a data transfer rate of up to 5 gigabytes per second.
because it plugs into a USB 3 port, so
USB
gotta-
3.
you got a lot of bandwidth on that, I guess.
And a 900 milliamp bus power output per
How
port.
big is this thing? Is there any kind of like handheld shot of that? Because that's, I mean, USB. I'm trying to figure out relatively looking at those how big those ports are, but then trying to wrap my head around it. Got to be about
I
the
think-
size
I
of like an old
They had
cell
a
phone,
picture
right?
of something plugged
I think
into
it's gonna be
it,
like
so
probably like a standard like this right here.
right there. So
Yeah.
if you look at that picture, and
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's a USB stick.
But
so
I must
not
say that
terribly
if you
big,
ever
probably.
come by me and I'm at front of house and you see me have one of these, that still does not give you permission to charge your cell phone on my front of house area.
Oh, there you go.
Sorry.
All right. Well, that's interesting USB news, Jordan. Thank you.
wow.
Next.
Well, that's good stuff. So this week, what do you guys want to talk about? We're free flowing again.
You know, I was talking about. I sent you a bunch of pictures and stuff like that. We can get that show started.
Have we
Some
have we
different little-
covered the stupid tech?
the stupid tech, the stupid disaster, stupid. Oh, is this going to fail or not? I don't know which picture you want to start out with.
Let's see.
Oh yeah,
Let me show
I
you.
showed you that one. So Midas, Midas is one new console. Actually, this is a legit warning message that comes up.
What console is this?
It's a Midas Pro 2C console, and it basically legitly when it comes up, let me pull it up on my iPad so I can read it because apparently
I can
after
read
my reading test I can't read for distances.
Do you want to clear all routing? Not undoable. This is the same as unplugging all cables in the system, packing them in flight cases, putting them in the truck, and driving away.
Click
Brilliant.
OK.
Click
What
OK.
happened?
I was like, I'm done. Yes, I do want to clear all.
The old rules of the sound booth. I don't know.
I mean, do you have any rules that you kind of like guide by when you're doing lighting, like lighting booth rules?
Yeah, get the fuck out of my booth.
you don't get a booth.
I don't let
you get like an
anyone-
upside
I
down
don't let
case.
anyone around my table when I'm working. So, you can ask AW about that.
So okay,
Trespassers beware.
so even okay, I guess even if you're like you're the designer when the operator's there, you don't let the operator around. You don't have any-
If I'm there, there is no operator.
okay. Well, there's that.
I'm
answers
there.
that.
No one's operating.
So like okay, for instance, I was working on it since Scott's pretty straightforward and just says like, "Fuck off, you're not working around."
Fuck off, get outta here.
Then I'll just say this: I've been around with trucks where it kind of they'll have like signs on the truck that says, "Be careful when stepping up on the TV truck," but especially with women in high heels because those stairs usually they're graded, and so a high heel could basically right into there and be an accident.
Oh hell yeah!
So that's some instance right there.
Oh wow.
A lot of places like no open containers that are around any of electronics. They said anytime you have an open container, take it outside.
Yeah.
That's general philosophy everywhere almost that you need an open container. That has to be away. I mean, like bottled water that has caps and stuff like that. It's normally okay. Like even when I'm doing have bottled water, I'll actually put it on the ground, not up above on a table next to my electronics because I don't want any accidental tip over. Because sometimes I do forget to put my cap on. Yeah.
Well, okay.
Um,
I don't know. Do you have rules when you're?
I had some funny rules that I was gonna try to find out.
What are my rules?
don't be around lighting board. That's it.
Fuck out.
Don't be around. I think that's your only thing you have to do about it. It's like just don't be around here.
Well, and
That's
I
nice.
mean, it's not that I'm sitting back being a dick or anything, but there's a lot going on for a lighting guy, especially on a touring show
Yeah.
or a concert or something like that. And if you've got your boss in your ear every 5 seconds going, "Why is it so dark stage left?" Then you're not able to fix.
Well, yeah,
what
that's-
you got to fix.
And that's understandable. Like because during that time, when you're behind your board, you're spending your whole concentration programming. It's like if you want to talk with me, wait till I'm out away from my board, and we'll have a conversation.
I do believe I had one of you guys wearing a follow spot
We
somewhere.
were both running false spots.
when you noticed me taking my headset off and setting it down during
Yeah.
the middle of the show because people were trying to. You just gotta. Sometimes you gotta block things out.
Gotta-
Me and him were both laughing. We were on comments like, "What's going on down there?" It's
Step
like,
away.
"Oh, he just took
Step
his
away.
head. Are we just still doing this?
No one has to die.
We don't. When do we turn off the spots?
Is it over?
Just follow. Just follow. Just follow. Okay.
When do we
What's-
turn on? I don't know.
Okay.
I don't
All right.
know.
Continue on.
My guys know well enough that if I take the headset off,
You're on your own.
handle it.
Deal with it.
Handle it.
Have fun. Deal with it.
Enjoy yourself.
That's the we've
Come on
officially
in
gone
whatever
rails.
color you want.
Purple. Red. Red's gonna look
if,
great on
if
TV.
I don't like it, I'm just gonna turn around and chuck something at you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to find a funny as hell control room rules list. I had one,
Like,
but I might not be-
Have you ever done any pranks to people?
I told you guys about the moving light over the soundboard, didn't I? I was doing a Kirk Franklin and Yolanda Adams tour, and we had Jeff Kuhn, soundboard operator.
Yeah, name's familiar.
Jeff Kuhn was running Monitor World, And the first night of the concert, he really just pissed me off. So the next day, I put on 15 foot of truss a Max 700 and set it right next to the soundboard to monitor world.
Oh my gosh.
And so
It's
this
blowing.
really, really slow song starts coming up, and I know every microphone on the stage is turned on. I whipped that thing around, pointed it right at the board, and started strobing.
Oh my gosh.
No, we don't do pranks.
Okay, like I was watching YouTube the other night, and I was showing that how this new audio guy. They're basically telling this new audio guy to go around to check the low end muffle of each speaker with a dustpan, and he shows with the dustpan, just like hold it in front of the dustpan, and just like make sure the bass or the low end's coming out unmuffled or something like that. That you had to demuffle the. It's some weird stuff like that. And okay, like you were
Go
watching.
watch the gel.
Yeah, go watch the gel. Like, the color bar fluid needs more fluid. So, like, sometimes TV stations, like the small TV stations, when a kid's starting out as an intern, they're like, hey, can you go to this other station and see if we can use some color bar fluid because we're running low of color bar fluid. And so the intern will drive to the station, go up, it's like, yeah, I'm from Channel 4 over here, and we're out of color bar fluid. They go talk to the chief engineer there. It's like, yeah, we're running out of little color bar fluid, so can we borrow some fluid? And of course, the chief engineer is just laughing at us from his face, going, "You're an idiot." They just pull a prank. Do you remember? Okay,
Tripod fluid.
tripod fluid,
Tripod. Because you got to
I
switch
guess
the
tripod fluid.
wintertime fluid to the
summertime fluid. Yeah.
And you never seem to have any in the truck. Can you go ask the house people if they've got some tripod fluid?
Oh yeah.
But make sure that it's summertime tripod fluid. You can't have the winter. We can't mix them.
Did you ever watch it on Below Deck how they had to calibrate the radar? So they said the captain said it's like, hey, we have to calibrate the radar. So it's like, in order to calibrate, the reflector and stuff like that,
It's a heck of a lot.
we need to
It's
put.
a heck of a lot funnier on a real Navy ship when
Yeah.
you've got a newbie out on the front of an aircraft.
But they
carrier
made the
doing that.
dude wrap up aluminum foil and hold like this makeshift antenna thing, aluminum foil, and says we have to calibrate. Okay, it's stand that way, left, right. Like the kid doesn't
Now
know.
squat
Squat.
down, put it right in front of your junk.
And everybody's just laughing because they're like, this guy's making a fool of himself. It's almost like when, like,
Half a step to the left.
when we were newbies.
No, back.
when we were newbies and we were camping for the first time, like in Boy Scouts and stuff like that, they would go like snipe hunting, where you go hunt snipe, and you like oh, snipe only come out at night and stuff like that.
That's
so
real though, right?
huh?
No,
It's like
What are you guys talking about?
you get a paper bag and stuff like that, and you go out at night and you just try to run and catch it and stuff like that. You're like, oh,
we were doing the show out at the airplane place. Not gonna say what show it was, but we had Cole with us, and it was like
Nat King.
it was Cole's like third show that he'd ever done. He'd never. So Kyle and I turned around, looked at him, and handed him a gel frame holder, and then handed him diffusion. Said, "Oh, you got to go cut this, but you got to cut it in a perfect circle, the same size as this." So we had him over on the stage cutting about 100 sheets of
gosh.
somebody's gel. And
Oh,
then somebody
no.
walked up to him and
Oh
went,
my gosh.
"What are you doing?" They said we needed gel.
Why are you making polka dots out of thousands of dollars of gel?
Hey, but
Oh.
that kid must have cut through like 15 sheets of
my
Roscoe
gosh.
119.
Tenacious, you know.
I was like, you are good. You are a quality.
There's
dude,
funny
my
pranks,
friend."
and I'm glad that I'm not into the newbie part of stuff that I can understand. Like, I don't need to go chase for color bar fluid anymore.
Well, you guys were talking about rules, and I
Yeah.
found the bit that I was joking. I might have shown this on the show at an earlier. So if you're one of our many return viewers, I apologize for the redundancy. But anyway, this is the one I thought was awesome. Somebody hijacked the booth rules door that some boss tried to put up. those like
Professional
the
cameras.
following are not allowed in the booth, and they use board tape to edit that. You must have 3 of the following: food or drinks, or
Yeah.
alcohol, or firearms, knives, backpacks,
Or professional
cameras. Right? I can abide by that, and often do.
especially here in the Showtech show, Frontier Television Studio.
Oh yeah, we're
We
very
have alcohol.
very serious here.
We have alcohol.
We have a professional
Well, shoot.
camera.
Did-
Oh, did you
Visual
see?
enough
I
on-
showed you this, right?
Which one?
This LED screen.
Yes, this one kind of cracked me up.
That was like loaded in there with truck tie straps almost. And it's like, oh, we don't have span sets. Let's freaking like do
Yeah.
a yellow tie strap, which
What's the problem?
honestly it can rate it, and I think that's the max height they're going with. Hopefully,
Yeah, right.
I hopefully they're going with
nobody's
that max
standing under
height
it?
because
What's the
you need
problem?
more rows and you're done.
Just the aesthetics of that. Amazing. Why wouldn't you want a bunch of yellow cable from
mean,
about?
Those honestly, those look like the Epson 5 mils that I've messed with, and they're about 1,500 a pop. There, and you're taking like probably 2 rows of 5 there. So that's quite a bit of money that you have trusted on.
I'm
some
more
yellow
curious
stuff.
about what's up with the dog bowl in that picture.
Honestly, and that's a lot of weight for that center. It looks like that center is starting to bow a little bit. That if you were to add some more in there, without like a center block to take some of that weight support off.
I
It's
just
in her
don't
cube.
get it.
And then you see this is
truck
another one.
trailer, yeah.
Within. And it's understandable.
Okay, this is how you unload a truck.
Yeah.
Just
Open the doors, drive forward, take it off. And so I understand how this
backing, slam on the brakes.
I worked with trucks like this at a grocery store that the 2 side doors, they open the doors before they had to pull into the bay, because sometimes you can't, open the doors once they're backed up because you have to open before you pull in bay.
Sure.
Yeah, if
yeah.
they're fold-up doors, you have to open them before
yeah.
you back up to the dock.
And what this issue was, it looks like somebody basically, didn't strap down the last bit of cases, and the truck driver started driving off.
What?
Luckily, it's cases, but still,
Probably cases full of expensive.
yeah,
That's usually how it
it's
goes.
foam padded, but the foam pad is only there for occasional road bumps, not a full drop from 4 feet off the back of a truck.
You're foam padded. Anyway, and the old favorite of the
Oh yeah, cam lock and
cam
a
lock
puddle of
in
water.
the water. Yeah,
I thought that was classic.
that's nothing wrong with that, right?
Turn on
See
that
if I
400
can-
amp disconnect. See if it still works.
Actually, just lick it.
Yeah, look at.
Lick it good.
I actually tried to tell somebody to do that, but
Whoa!
I was like, no, I'm joking. Don't.
Please do not kill yourself.
How do you test it? You test it the same way you test a 9-volt. Put it on your tongue.
Wow.
I could so see that. I was looking for a picture.
A picker?
A picker?
Picker?
Cherry picker?
Or but the internet here is
Oh.
so slow.
There's
Are you
a.
on the Wi-Fi yet?
Huh?
Are you on the Wi-Fi yet?
Oh,
recently-
not on my phone.
Yeah, get your phone
Yeah.
on our Wi-Fi.
Yep.
Actually, we changed the SSID, so you're probably limping along instead of being on the local. I'm using my new on-hub router.
It was our logo for our group chat.
For-
don't
was
fl-
it?
Yeah. Remember? I think it was put on our group chat logo.
Hang on.
Don't flip.
Yeah, the new Wi-Fi is. Oh yeah. The don't flip. I gotta find that now. Hold on. That was funny.
Here, hang on. I've got a. What are you using? What email address are you using?
God, you should know the email by now. It's Showtech Show
Nobody
at
fucking
Frontier
watches.
Television.
Hey, I sent you a video also, a link to YouTube that you gotta check this out. This
Oh, I don't have internet here.
we're streaming not to nothing, guys. Oh god. Email showtechshow@frontiertelevision.com. Follow us on Twitter at showtechshow.
There we go. That's what I really need to know.
And check no, okay, so I sent you a link on YouTube. I don't know if you got it yet or
You
not.
sent me a link on YouTube.
I sent you a link through YouTube.
How do I add?
What? Come again?
How do I add an attachment?
Oh, this is like.
I don't remember how to do it.
You hold down.
Oh no!
Boom. Oh, hold on, not that.
Ah!
All right, this looks horrible. I gotta watch this now. Okay.
Insert photo video. And that's why I am the Apple genius of the show.
Dude,
Yikes.
it's a good thing because I can't remember shit.
So this video that I'm getting Richard to show up. Check this out. Check this. Oh, I do. Look at this LED screen.
Oh my god!
Look at this. Like, oh god. Look at the buckles. And his he's like, oh.
At first he's protecting his head, then he's
my
like,
gosh.
I'm
I'm so screwed.
fired.
I'm so fired from this job.
Slow motion.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
All right.
Cannot send the username or password.
Oh my gosh.
All right,
I
what
really
is it?
hate-
I can Google
I
it
hate
before you
these
can send it to
iPhones.
me.
I
No,
hate
you
'em.
don't. You said you love them the other
You know
week.
what? I did my iOS update, and it's fucked all the shit up.
There you
Oh, the new OS 9 or whatever? it is?
iOS 9.3, I think we're up to now, because
Yeah.
the sons of bitches can't get it right.
You said no flip?
go. No flip.
That
Um,
wasn't the one I was sending you.
No,
though.
he was-
What is it? I can Google it. I can Google it. I'm like a master of the Google.
I was sending you the
Android guy.
the control computer that's gaff taped to the table.
Oh,
That one was.
Oh, that's so
let me
funny.
see. Let me see. Is it on the internet?
Well, we don't have internet.
Uh,
Did- So I'm easily amused by I was bored last night because I'm waiting for my new job to start.
See, it's right there.
Send it in group me or something like that, or
wrote me.
Oh shit! I could have done that with the fucking picture. Why didn't you tell me that,
I don't know.
dumbass?
But anyways, well, I forgot what else I
Sorry,
was saying.
jackass.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Get it right.
So much better. It's so much better. It really is. It's so much better than dumbass.
I know. It's-
Jackass.
Jackass.
It's yeah.
I am
for-
so
for-
sorry I ever called you that.
I
though.
forgot what I was saying now.
Computer taped.
Tape.
Hmm.
Name.
I keep
You hate
forgetting about
iOS
this.
9.
I hate iOS 9. I hate it.
But it's not. I don't know.
But it's not what? It's totally screwed my. I can't send an email now.
Well, we can fix that after here.
Yeah, well, fix it.
I can probably look at it.
I've got. Oh, trust me, I got a way to fix it. Where's that hammer?
You know what? Hey, I'm gonna save that picture and put it in my Google thing. Okay. Would that be easier?
Okay, I can do it. No, yeah, I got it.
Okay. I have Google Drive and I
This
just
is
get
good
all.
television, folks. I don't know if you
I
know
could
this.
have sent it to Google Drive.
I
too.
know.
Tired yet?
There we go. Hello. Actually,
Yeah,
that's
I've seen people do
reminiscent of our
that
setup here.
because their connections come loose and people come over that like, oh, that's new.
What got me
That's
is that
that.
if you look at the symbol on the back of the computer,
that's a DOD thing.
it's a deal.
Oh my What the heck?
Okay, well, that's good. Spot on.
Department of Defense. We'll keep that tape on for you.
Yeah, how's it going there, DOJ?
Oh my, that's comedy.
Oh wow.
Another great show here.
Oh, I'm
This is
telling
fun. I like these kind of non-committal, who needs a topic kind of shows. They're what we
These are
do.
the best ones, really.
Yeah.
You know, at some point in time, the viewers, all two of them, need to send us
Some topics.
some
Yeah, I want to do a
topics that they
call-in
want to
show.
hear.
I'm gonna start messaging people like, hey, people, like my friends on Facebook is like, if you have a topic that you want answered about tech, what would you want to be answered? Send me some questions.
I'm
And
going
I'll
to
give some questions like
unfriend
that.
all you mothers unless you
Yeah.
watch us live
Because
on
it's
the list.
really, really starting to make me sad that people aren't watching.
Oh, they'll watch.
They'll
It'll
get
be like
YouTube
4 years from
videos,
now
Yeah.
when you're trying to make a respectable living and people keep bringing these up from YouTube. Like, hey, is this you?
was a hit.
Boy, we get Nate on here, we get John Garcia on here, any of those people. We got 30 people watching.
It's almost like people don't give an S about
People
us.
don't give a shit about us.
Wait a
Well, I'm
minute.
Jackass, so.
Hmm. Thanks, Leno. Well, everybody's probably trying to watch the Rangers tonight. So
Yeah.
in fairness.
It's always this
Well-
sports stuff.
Yeah.
You know, these people like, oh, we gotta watch the Rangers. I'm like, who
Sports.
cares?
Once again, this is,
TiVo that.
not
We're
sports.
live.
this is that time
Dude,
of the year where
we're-
we're all kind of tired.
We're yeah. Well, I'm not really tired.
Oh, Mister, I haven't worked.
Oh
in
yeah,
3
you're
weeks
still
this
been, you've been in
entire-
the busy
Crazy.
season and stuff like that still.
Vacation in 2 weeks.
Oh yes,
Yummy.
Is it 2
vacation.
weeks away or is it next week?
No, it's 2
It's
weeks.
2
from
weeks,
It's a
but
week
yeah,
from
it's-
tomorrow.
Barreling down.
A week from tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's right, people.
LDI,
Hey, I get my
Las
new truck
Vegas
tomorrow, too.
Nevada.
Oh yeah, you said
Bada.
you're getting a
Tuesday.
Nevada.
utility truck for all your work.
Yeah.
What, like a pickup truck, or is this like a box truck, or what are you doing?
Why, yes, here
Why don't you send me a picture in group?
in the group me.
So, while we're here
Damn.
and while we're doing this picture, I like to.
Yeah, actually,
Um,
take a look at those. Though, I mean, mileage-wise and price-wise.
So you're
You'll,
looking
you'll
at
see them in a second.
an
I don't
03
think he's gonna put
Wait,
it up
he's
Land
not gonna
Rover.
post them.
He's not gonna post
Sure,
the car up. I was thinking, if you wanted to later on, if you got the truck, you could put a cover over the back end of the truck.
Well, and
Because if it's raining, if you're carrying equipment back with you or something like that, you don't want to get it wet.
well, if I go with the pick-me-up truck,
Trust me.
um,
We had a bunch of Atomic
I'm just gonna
3000s.
get a trailer.
We had a bunch of Atomic 3000s and some other LED bars in the back of a truck that were coming back from setting up at a youth camp in near Glen Rose, Texas. And all of a sudden we saw storm clouds running in.
There's the truck I'm looking at.
It could go down staircase.
That was my test drive.
Yeah.
Well, so we saw these storm clouds coming in like, oh, great. All right. This is an extended cab truck. We're going to put these lights somewhere on here. Bring them out. And anything that has a road case can survive. Almost pray that it does survive. But
Well,
any
anyway.
lights are out and about.
Oh yeah.
Instead of bringing all these up, I'll just kind of. So you're looking at an 03 Land Rover Discovery. That's awesome.
Yeah,
For
that
$5 grand.
That one kind of really was cool.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good. I like the idea of having a closed cabin for storage. Got the 2001 Dodge Ram 1500.
Yep.
That's a classic.
And
That's,
if you notice, both of them have low mileage for.
yeah,
for a
135,000
V8.
miles on an 01. That's insane.
Yeah.
I put that much on in like 2 years. Last Dodge I had.
And I mean they're on. Okay, yeah. I was actually going to call you because you used to have a Durango.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which I'm
I
not
was a
going
Dodge
for the
man.
Durango, but.
Oh, yeah. I remember that Durango.
Well, and I rode in the back of his Durango, but I didn't know if you actually liked the Dodge or if you had problems.
I had two, and the first one I pretty much drove it into the ground, into the sea. This is some footage
Like
of
that right there?
This is
Is that-
Top Gear talking about the Toyota.
Is that what happened to your Durango that you drove into the sea?
No, this is. You guys ever see that episode of Top Gear? They're the Toyota truck that all the terrorists used. They were like
Oh,
going
yeah.
through like, what does it actually take to destroy one of these things?
Into the water.
Yeah, that didn't do it.
Under the sea.
Teaser.
Under the sea.
Yeah, I didn't. I liked the. I was a Dodge guy for a while. I originally had like an 03 Durango, and I had that for like 6 or 7 years, and then went on the road, so I sold it. And then came back and ended up buying like an 01 Durango, and that one was high mileage, pretty bad. It was in rough shape when we got it for like $500, and it promptly fell apart. But I mean, they're good. I would just be suspect about the source. I mean, so if you could get one from like a reputable, dealer that you trust or something like that, maybe.
That's why I'm going through dealerships only.
Yeah, private sale. That's a dodgy
It's
proposition.
yeah. I mean, the thing is with a lot of these private sales, you can have like what is it, the blue book or whatever you can check.
Kelly Blue Book.
Yeah,
Kelly
but
Blue
what you
Book and
can't
stuff
check
like
is that they didn't put sawdust in the engine to
Yeah.
keep the engine rattle down, and then
Or-
you drive home and it's
Or the fact that Kelly Blue Book only goes back, so like you can't get a 2001 Kelly Blue Book.
Yeah,
price.
it's
So
well, that's true too. Yeah, get it.
But-
I do recommend get a tow hitch on
but-
whatever you get. right?
The trucks,
Yeah.
the two trucks. Well, actually, I'm also looking at a Mercedes Benz. So I mean,
What?
oh yeah.
Awesome.
They say me
You
roll
like a
in.
German
They
dictator.
hate
kinda?
and
Well, I figured if I don't get
Kim Jong Il
if I
over here.
don't get the Land Rover or the Dodge, the next thing is there's a 2004 Mercedes E430, which
Oh, is that one of their? Oh well, that'd be all right.
yeah, I'll be styling. I'll be,
Well, it's your
how's it
your
going?
company vehicle, right? Wait, hold on. Keep doing that. That's gonna be the screenshot for the show.
Here we go.
Year. Of course, it just looks like a white power mark. When you do
oh
it that way.
my god, it does. It's gonna be like.
I'm sure that won't come across in the YouTube. No, it's fine.
Sure, that will come across.
Oh my gosh.
There we
Tell us more
go.
about your
all
Mercedes
people.
SUV.
Yeah, well, it's not.
Harris
That's
Scott.
the 430 is a 4-door sedan.
Oh, okay.
Are you kidding? Come on, man. I will be styling in Highland Park.
That'd be. But you want one of these things for a. You want like a work truck, like to haul equipment cases. Yes, thank you. It'd be really popular in Highland Park. Good luck with that. Yeah.
I'm gonna put some 13s on that bitch. Cut out the suspension. We'll low ride.
Oh man.
No,
We should do that.
it'll be fun.
Yeah.
I love buying new cars. Well, I'm buying a used car, but
It'll be
I
new to
don't-
you.
You know, the truck is a good thing.
It is.
I would prefer the truck, but like I said, I'm open to anything right now. I just need wheels. It's gotten to the point where the other car is always busy.
Well, yeah. But I mean,
Can't-
your goal is to get something
Can't
with
be in
some
a
hauling
two-person
capacity,
house.
right?
Can't be in a two-person house
With two people
one
working.
car.
Yeah.
Does not work.
In a
I
city,
almost didn't make it here tonight.
it's almost like in
Come on, Kristen.
in a,
Priorities.
in a city like this.
Got a free
that
podcast to do.
public transportation.
We'll just fix that.
Like in New York City, you can probably have one car with a family. Because public transportation
could
is
totally
great
get
there.
away
But
with
That's
it.
way
in
too
New
many
York.
cars.
But
for
here
New
in
York City.
Dallas Fort Worth, like because everything's so spread apart, you can't make it.
No, and I mean,
Because if we were all in New York City, we'd be like easily. I can hop on a subway system, and get to Richard's house or something like that.
like tomorrow I'll be in Grapevine, and then I have to go into Highland Park, and then I have to
That's a
go
lot of driving.
to
There's-
Fort Worth for a Tarrant Theater Live event. I mean, there is no way in this town.
Yeah, we
You
went to
could
the
live
state
without
fair
it.
last week, and
Did you do?
we were looking at how much it would like doing dart rail or trying to do mass transit
Yeah.
all the way there, and it's like a 40-minute drive from here to get
Yeah.
downtown Dallas from this far into the Metroplex. Google gave me a transit time of like 3 hours if I were to
Huh.
take buses and trains.
To me,
like-
I just basically went
Yeah,
down to
sure.
the train station, hop on the T, and it took me an hour and 10 minutes to get from Centerport.
How'd you
You know.
How'd you get to the TRE?
I just drove my car there.
Oh, well, that's cheating. You got to take a bus.
I can't take a bus. There's no bus that comes to Euless.
Well,
There's a reason for that.
you got to take a ferry. I don't know.
Ride my bike to the train station. I got
Yeah,
you
you
some.
can't drive. That's the whole point. You're testing the mass transit.
how to
phase.
tell you
By
to
the way,
get
Euless Police Department, I'm really sorry about any comment I made offending your city, especially since I drive through Euless every day and see you guys persistently chastising people for going 2 miles an hour over the speed limit.
Are we talking about Euless or Colleyville?
Euless
Oh.
cops are assholes.
What's the difference?
I mean, they're not bad people at all.
Useless Euless.
Useless.
That's what somebody uses. Oh, you live in useless Euless. I'm like, oh yeah, sure.
Whatever you do, don't speed on 360
Oh gosh,
from
that's
183.
that's a given. That is a given. Do not speed. It's like I will go the speed limit because I know how bad they are there.
Cruise
you
control,
see-
my good man.
Shoo, like
I am
You're about
so
to get
glad
pulled
that
over.
you didn't put pictures of the cars that I was buying.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, let's mark
that
Ah!
car right there?
Did you see that?
You
car
see him?
truck
He's
go
on the
by?
Showtech show.
We're looking
Pull
for a
over.
red Toyota Hilux. It's got some body damage.
And when you pull up there, when he rolls down the window, say that you smell drugs
If
so
you
we can
see a
not search it.
purple Land Rover, please pull it over. Check for drugs.
It's a me rolling. Oh no! Gotta run. Hide it, throw it out. Throw it out. Throw it out.
The best
Oh.
best part about this is that we're perfect.
Actually, yeah, you couldn't have planned that.
I know, we're perfect spacing. All we need is something right here to kind of get that car. Throw it out. Throw it out.
Well, I guess you should be driving, not me.
Oh.
Sorry, Jim. I gotta hide Jim. Keep moving, Jim.
Very Star Trek.
It is. Chicago.
This is the best scene of Blues Brothers.
Oh yeah.
Remember cars like that? Oh, brown headlights.
Okay.
Good television, folks.
Guys,
We really have to The news was spot on. I don't know what you're talking about. That was good stuff. So you're wrong.
I have no news yet.
Gross.
That's what she said.
Show tech show.
Yes. We're on YouTube. If
Twitter,
you'd like to
YouTube.
watch us after this ever again, you can find the playlist at youtube.com/tvlonestar. Follow us on Twitter. Tweet to us. We're at Showtech Show. And as we covered early and exhaustingly, we're Showtech Show at frontiertelevision.com. That's the email address if you'd like to write to us here or send in your thoughts or comments. We had a great time talking tonight about nothing in particular, and we look forward to doing it again in the near future. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, have a great rest of the week, and thanks for joining us.
He doesn't know how to freaking